Let's start on the high school grid with Glen Estey opening the playoffs against Greater Catholic League tri-champion LaSalle. LaSalle with that big win over Muller, of course, earlier this season. Early on, Glen Estey not interested in that win. Look at this play from the Trojans. Tyler Pilcher to Aaron Johnson, and Aaron throws a strike for Jake Hamilton. Perfect execution on the trick play. Glen Estey on the board, but LaSalle back in it. Jarrell White, he will not go down. He's gone. Lancers get on the board, 144 yards for White, also caught a touchdown. Then in the red zone again. Who else? Dial up the bell cow. Jeremy Larkin, what a season. He's in, and we'll see in the next round. 128 yards for Jeremy. LaSalle moves on in D2. Big win over Glen Estey. Mount Healthy and Tecumseh in Division 2. David Montgomery for the Owls. Keeps this one himself. Gets the edge, gets the end zone. Touchdown. Mount Healthy on top early. Now this Montgomery kid, he can swing it too. This one nearly makes rain. And when it comes down, it does so in the arms of Deshaun Jackson. That's good since he plays for Mount Healthy. Owls starting to pull away, and here they really pull away. Montgomery lowers the shoulder, takes it in again. Javier Pitts also rushing for 211 yards tonight. Mount Healthy advances 39.
He will run.
Undefeated Kings and Northwest. Winner gets LaSalle. I'm sorry, Mount Healthy. Kings quarterback Tyler next in trouble. Jump ball won by Northwest. Cortez McGinnis takes it 43 yards for the score. Northwest back in it down 14-7. That was not the only pick six. Second quarter, Northwest has this one tipped, and it's scooped by Avery Kohler, and he goes 27 yards. Another touchdown. It's 21-7. Kings on top, and Kings moves on and will play, as mentioned, Mount Healthy next week. Should be a good one in Division 2. What a season in Wyoming where the Cowboys went 9-1 and won the Cincinnati Hills League title. In fact, all of their wins were in blowout fashion, except for one. Back on September 26th, they barely escaped Taylor High with a 9-7 win. Tonight, the rematch to open the D4 playoffs. Taylor finished one game behind Wyoming in the league standings. It is their first ever playoff game, and they're on the move. And it's Cody Kendall sidestepping his way out of trouble into the end zone. Kendall later also scored on a punt return for a touchdown. Now it's Wyoming's turn. They go up top. Andrew Marty. Oliver Renicky comes down with it. Fight the tight coverage. Cowboys failed to convert the PAT. Didn't matter unless you had Wyoming -7. 23-17 the final. Cowboys move on to round 2. They'll meet Kettering Alton. Long trip for Boyd County to open the 4A playoffs in Kentucky against 8-2 Highlands. First quarter. Time in the pocket for Bo Hodge, and he stands tall and fires a dart for Alex Benjamin. He comes down with that, and we're off to the races with the Bluebirds. Here's Hodge again with time to throw, and this one kind of just drops in between the coverage. Veneman again, 3 touchdown receptions, 167 yards for Veneman. All in the first quarter. Through the air, on the ground, didn't matter tonight. Clock would go to running time after one quarter. Nick Kendall weaves his way to 6 more for the Bluebirds. Bo Hodge, 192 yards, 3 TD passes. Highlands advances to round 2 in 4A Kentucky. On the pitch, Division II Ohio Girls State Soccer Final. McNick completes a 21-1 season with a 3-0 victory in the finals. Rockets just dominant on their playoff run, outscoring the opposition 39-3. It's unheard of. They also posted 6 shutouts along the way. Tomorrow is such a good day of college football, you might need to ask permission to sit there all day and watch. 6 plays 7, 9 plays 10, 5 plays 16, 4 plays 17, and the 8th-ranked team will host the 14th-ranked team. That would be Michigan State and Ohio State. Last season, the Buckeyes won every game they played until they met Sparty on a neutral field in December and lost in the Big Ten title game, thus ending Ohio State's outside bid for a BCS championship game spot. The loser of tomorrow's game will almost be virtually guaranteed of being left out of this season's 4-team playoff.
What's happened in this situation is you have an excellent team. After watching them on film, they're a great team. And they stand in the way of the Big Ten championship. They stood in the way last year and we failed. And so does that make them a rival? It makes them, in the way of something that we all want, and that's Big Ten championship.
Nationally tomorrow, arguably the best day of college football all season. Some good stuff locally too. We know about Ohio State and Michigan State. Number 20 Georgia will be in Lexington to play the Wildcats. 6 games tomorrow, matching up teams with a top 25 number next to their name. Not a single leaf is getting raked tomorrow. On the ice, an expansion team ahead of the defending conference champs in the standings. It's early in the season and it's only a 1-point margin, but the Clones were back home for their first game against the brand new Indy field tonight. Clones have played only 4 games to Indy's 8, so no wonder they have a little advantage in the total points category. Indy jumped out in front 1-0 in this one. Byron Fraze and Zach Budish break out 2-on-1. Budish slides it back to Fraze for the one-timer. We got a 1-1 game at the bank. Clones now up 2-1 late third. Indy empties the net, turns it over. Stephane Vigier cashes that one in. 3-1 final. Clones now jump ahead of Indy in those standings, but of course it's only November. Lauren Hill will drop the ceremonial first puck before tomorrow night's Clones game.